How does cooling work? Whenever we use technology, it always seems to get hot. What is the cause of this heating up? Well, we know that technology runs on electricity, and that electricity needs to pass through a conductor. Conductors do not have perfect conductivity. All conductors have resistance, which means that a certain portion of the current is transferred into heat energy while it travels through the conductor. Whenever this heat is created, it needs to be dissipated, as high amounts of heat can damage electrical components. There are two ways to get rid of this heat, either passive or active cooling. Today in Tech Without Fear, we'll discuss how cooling works. First way of cooling is called passive cooling. In this type of cooling, you are taking no active effort to dissipate the heat. You are simply letting the environment take care of this. This is useful in items like phones, where you spread the heat over a large area to allow more contact with the colder air, rather than putting it in fans, as you don't have space for fans in a phone. The next way of cooling is called active cooling. There are actually multiple methods of active cooling. One of them is air cooling. In an air cooling rig, you use a heatsink on the part that requires cooling and place a fan to circulate colder air through it. Instead of waiting for the air to circulate like in passive cooling, you do it yourself. The next way of active cooling is called water cooling. In water cooling, you use a radiator containing water, which is connected to another heatsink via pipes. The heatsink transfers heat to the water, which is passed to the radiator. Fans blow air through the radiator to cool the water. Water has a higher specific heat capacity than air, so it requires more heat to heat up the water than it does to heat up the air. That's why water cooling is better, but a more costly alternative. We hope you learned how cooling works in this Tech Without Fear short. Comment in the description what you would like us to make a video about. Please like and subscribe as it helps us a lot. Stay tuned for more.